Hi all, how are we going? Welcome to the round of Redski's Righteous Readings, Raw and Righteous. Thank you so much everyone for joining me. We are continuing with the main monthly for June. That's right, we're up to June now. Heading into that beautiful Juneian energy, and we are doing Taurus. So remember, roles can be reversed. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. This is just a general, so messages might resonate, they may not. Roles can be reversed, as I said. Taurus. So this is the main monthly. We're looking at all aspects of life except for love. If you want to look at love, go to the connection spread. That's your love reading for the month. And oh my god, I nearly burnt my cards in half. Okay, so Taurus, rising, moon and suns of that sign. This is your June main monthly. We will clarify as well as get additional messages at the end. We'll find out what angel is yours for the month. This round, I think I will only be doing the ruins of the spirit animal. It will just be the angel this month. Trying to swap the cards around so it's not always the same cards that you're getting. So, Taurus, let's hit it and find out what the great divine has to say. For the bull gang, for the bulls. Let's hit it. Okay, the bottom of the deck, Taurus, we do have the Ace of Wands. So fresh new creation and invention coming in here. This is the sort of foundation of that primary deck. So we are having new creation, new ideas, new vistas, new plans, new passions coming through for June, for Taurus. Alright, now looking at the spread. We've got a lot going on. Okay, Taurus. So looking at that first position is work, what you do currently for a crust, for a job. Page of Pentacles. So coming into June, we are doing a lot of studying. We've got a lot of new ideas. You're really being the eternal student at the moment, I feel, in work. You're really using your ability to apply yourself with your energy. You're being very valuable. You're being a real asset in your work. Trying to really be the it thing. You're very grounded. You're very foundational. Pentacle, earth energy, earth sign here we're dealing with. So you're really in your element at the moment, Taurus, as you come into June energy. Really feeling solid, cemented, grounded, and really learning. Real hunger for learning, studying, new ideas, new inspirations. It's good. I love it. It's beautiful. The second placement is career. So that's the future extension of work. We have strength, sign of Leo coming through now. Really mastering it, I want to say. The divine is just saying, you've got this, baby. You've got this. Courage, conviction, strength, taming it, internalizing it, using it as your advantage, taming the beast that is work. Understanding your own mental and physical powers, giving you confidence, strength, courage, conviction, zest, zeal, must, power. You're in your power at the moment. Really bringing in good fruition through hard work and attainment, Leo. You're really working for it. You're getting comeuppance for it. And you're feeling really good about this. I like this. Family now for the Taurus. Family, the Sun. Couldn't ask for a better card in this placement. It's good to see some family coming through with bonds here. This is saying you feel real satisfaction and success around family. And you are extending yourself as a source of satisfaction, contentment, success, love and joy to your family members. You're being a solid pillar. You're enjoying your connections with your family. You feel very solid. You feel like the sun is basking on these connections and really blessing your family at this time. Friends and or friendship connections, we do have the Seven of Cups reverse. So friends and or friendships, there is a lot of willpower and desire here. You need strength of will and determination to overcome your tendencies to self-delusion. Some friendships, connections I'm seeing may not be for Taurus's highest of good. And we're going through a bit of an assessment / culling, I guess you want to say, of friends. Maybe there has been a time period you haven't really spoken to your friends as well and you're feeling a little bit at distance. Not at odds, but at distance. It's a real desire to catch up with these people and to really make them connections a bit more regular in life standing. Your inspirations and aspirations for the month of June is Judgment. So we really want some renewal and promotion here. Time to look back and reconsider some actions, maybe to forgive yourself and to be forgiven by others. Judgments were made, judgments can't be changed, but we can learn from these experiences, Taurus, and that's what you're doing. Learning from what we did once before, whether it worked, whether it didn't, was there any other changes that could have been made, could we have tweaked it, could we have changed it? But we're not talking about changing it then, we're talking about moving forward. How, if you had an opportunity like that again, would you handle it? Would you assess it? How would you decide upon it? So we're looking back on past experiences and just bringing it into the sort of current standing and sort of saying, well, I did that then, probably wouldn't handle that way now. And being honest, you're having a real truthful, honest conversation with self, and about what we once stood for, what we won't stand for, and what we would do if we had our time again. Health now, health for the Taurus, Four of Swords reversed. Now, Taurus, you really need to go into a state of recovery and economy when it comes to your health through June, okay? If you refuse to face your opponents, they may force you into submission. Now, I'm seeing here there needs to be a break. Working very hard, looking good, smelling good, feeling good, working hard, that's all great. But we need to not burn ourselves out. The old saying of burning the candle at both ends, both wicks are going. It's not going to end well. It never does. We need to rest. We need to repose to get our energies back before going into a state of activity. Because the Four of Swords reversed is really speaking to me about getting out of that repose, getting out of that, getting back into a state of activity. But first you need the rest before we come out of it. I feel as if health is really saying that we need a state of relax and then get back into activity, okay? So there is two actions that need to happen there for that to be plentiful. Okay. Advice from Spirit, Taurus, we do have that Ace of Pentacles reverse. So Spirit is trying to tell you not to waste your gifts on pursuing of power and influence. Don't become spiritually empty, and do not get greedy and get foolish. Do not piss away the pentacle. The divine is telling me, don't piss away the pentacles. As small as the dollar can be, as small as the amount could be, it is still a dollar in the bank. A penny saved is a penny earned, my mother used to tell me back in the day. Don't know why we've never had pennies, but the consensus is still the same. Okay, a penny saved is a penny earned. A penny pissed away is a penny down the drain. That would have been a better one, I reckon. Mum should have said that to me as a child. I would have much more appreciated that. Okay, I am going to get the secondary deck lived up now, ready to clarify this reading for my Taurus, okay? Here we go. Okay, Taurus, spirits and guides, I ask for clear and precise clarification of this reading for my Tauruses, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I ask for clear and precise clarification of this reading, please, spirits and guides for my Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Ask for clear and precise clarification, please, for my Tauruses of this reading. Thank you, Spirit. Alright, let's begin. Let's cut this big badass. Let's cut this big bad ball. Alright. Just let me move my cards a little bit more separate. Alright, so we start with the current position. Work, we had that Page of Pentacles. Let's see what's coming in with that. Okay, Taurus, let's clarify this Page of Pentacles, please, first for work. Page of Pentacles, clarify this, and we'll move through, and I will explain all of the good news for you. Page of Pentacles is clarified by the Chariot, sign of Cancer. Strength now. Strength is clarified by the Tower reverse for career. Now we went to family, we had that beautiful Sun. The Sun will be clarified by the Ace of Wands, the Seven of Cups reversed for friend or friendship connections. Can we clarify that Seven of Cups reversed, please? Is clarified by the Knight of Pentacles and the Judgment card. Could we please clarify Judgment now is the inspirations and or aspirations for the month of June for Taurus. Can we please clarify Judgment? And we can. We have the Wheel of Fortune reversed with the Seven of Pentacles reversed with the Death card. So I have Scorpio coming through there. Four of Swords reversed for health. Four of Swords reversed for health was clarified by the Four of Pentacles reversed, two fours there. And the Ace of Pentacles reversed for advice from Spirit was clarified by the Eight of Cups. The bottom of the secondary clarificational deck is the Hermit side of Virgo now. Secondary deck is telling us that there will be a stage or a period of needing to listen to self, to go within self, to take self-advice, self-knowledge, solitude here. It is going within self and following your own light. It's prudence, it's knowledge sharing. Your secrets with friends, perhaps. Do not withdraw too much into loneliness and reclusiveness, because the Hermit can really be going with inside of self and then going at it alone. It is a real solitudinal energy, feeling as if there is nothing else except for you, your lantern, and your cane. You've expelled and you've sort of lost the skin of every other additional extra in life, and you just have the principles now. Yourself, your light, and your guided stick to give you direction. The light so you can see, and you, spirit, person, human, moving forth in this world, gaining acknowledgement, knowledge. He takes all knowledge with him, unlike the Fool. The Fool is, he has no knowledge, he has no experience. He's like a baby born into the world and taking its first breath. Whereas the Hermit, he's gone through, a lot of crap. Here's the ninth piece in the story of the Major Arcana. So he's gone through 8 other experiences, and he's come to this point where he has obtained a lot of knowledge, and he takes that with him, but he releases, he expels, he disembodies all that additional extras that life brings in, all the material, all the non-essential, all of that external crap that we bring with us every time we go around. He's lost all that, and he just takes the bare necessities now. Okay, let's get into the clarification meanings now. So at work, we had that Page of Pentacle, skills, student, learning. This is backed by the Chariot, sign of Cancer. This is forward movement. You're moving very fast forward into this learning, into this adversity we're having. You're focusing on physical and mental powers to avoid conflict and turmoil. It's that real consensus of head down, bum up. I am on my way. I am on my journey. I am on my chariot. And I will forward movement through all this disdain, through all this trouble, anxiety, harshness from others, etc., etc. It don't matter. I'm in my chariot. I'm in my safety zone, and I am pushing through. It's also about having balance between the light and the shadow. The Sphinx here represents, to me personally, is like a yin and yang, the black, the white one and the black one. The forces of by which we learn in this world, because we are all part of light and shadow. The toggle that's on the chariot is, my son has one, the twisty things that you twist and it wraps around on itself from its own gravity. You are working by your own gravity's sustainment. Like, you are holding your own forward movement. You are using the elements to your advantage. The light, the shadow, the gravity's force of push and pull, that you can't have any action without a reaction. It's very clinical, the Chariot. A lot more than what most would have bothered to explain. It's a beautiful card. Strength, career, future extension of work. Strength, sign of Leo, is clarified by the Tower reversed. Okay. We've got to have strength, we've got to have zest, we've got to have zeal, mind over matter, matter over mind, to push through any and all oppression and rut-like energy. We don't want to be in a rut, we don't want to be oppressed. We must therefore accept the inevitable changes or be trapped in the unhappiness of oppression. We cannot change what we will not acknowledge. We cannot acknowledge what we do not accept. Now, what am I talking about? Okay, if you want change, you've got to accept things for the way they are. You must say, yes, they are broken. Yes, they are bent. Yes, they are pissing me off. And yes, I don't like it. For you to then say, okay, so how do we go about changing this? We cannot change what we do not acknowledge. The Tower reverse is speaking atonement to that. We will remain in this repressed rut like crap unless we acknowledge that we don't want this. We don't like this. The old way wasn't working, so we are going to have a reassessment. We're going to have a change, and we're going to move forth. Okay. Family, the Sun, beautiful card, and backed by an even just as good card, Ace of Wands, fresh new seeds in creation, fortune, and invention here with family. Beautiful. For fertility, warmth, love, and connections are going to grow. The creativity offering here new beginnings with families. There's intuition and inspiration, bringing fortune and happiness. 2 happiness cards for family. I don't really think I need to press on that too much more. If you would like more information, hit me up in the comments. Friends and or friendship connections, 7 of Cups reversed, backed by Knight of Pentacle and the Judgment card. So 7 of Cups reversed was having some desires, will, we want to bring in some, we need some strength here, let's not get self-delusive here. Knight of Pentacle, okay, so reliable, mature, a methodical, and it's about being methodical and patient, to make up for ways of maybe lack of inspiration or time taken. The Knight of Pentacle goes via time, would be years, not days, not hours, days, weeks, or months, or whatever. It is years. He takes a freaking long time to come in, but he does bring in a lot of fundamental and foundational energy. He does bring in gifts of enlightenment, of spirit, judgment. Okay, so we do need some judgments here. We may be feeling as if there has been some judgments that have been harsh towards us, or some judgments that we weren't in favour of. But there needs to be some choices made here in friends and or friendship connections, whether to renew and promote it, or whether to allow it to go to coffin and go to grave instead of reanimating it, because the Judgment card here is an angel who is bringing forth the trumpet of life. He is, what do you call that? Blowing into it. Sounding it. Good Lord, I used to do music as a child, and now I can't even think of the correct terminology. He is instrumenting this instrument to reanimate these dead people in these coffins. Okay? The message Spirit is giving me is, do you want to reanimate these connections, or would you rather them just stay in the damn coffin? Okay? There's a real desire, though, to gain what has been lost, or to renew what has been stagnant. Just make sure that what you're reanimating isn't something that you wish you had never started to begin with. Inspirations and aspirations, we had that Judgment card. It is clarified by the Wheel of Fortune, 7 of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune reversed, 7 of Pentacles reversed, and the Death card sign of Scorpio. So your inspirations and aspirations, as I just said, we want some judgments, we want some renewal, we want to make some assessments yet again over maybe things that we had already passed judgment on, or new things that are coming in. The Wheel of Fortune reverse is talking about rashness and bad luck. Consider outside interference. Expect the unexpected is the general consensus with that. Once you make a choice, there's going to be repercussions. Some good, some bad, and some downright ugly. And there's always going to be times, spots, places, principles that you've not thought of, and other people's opinions that can really throw you off guard. So be wary of this. Then we go to that 7 of Pentacles. This is reversed. This is talking about having a bit of anxiety and unease. You are anxious and depressed for financial affairs, are in a mess, recovering your skill. So with those inspirations and aspirations at 7 of Pentacles is speaking a real atonement to reversed, is speaking about having some anxiousness and depression, anxiety and unease about your financial affairs. You feel that they're in a mess. You are rediscovering your skills, and you're trying to put that into the best movement forward to really make it work for you. The Death card, sign of Scorpio coming through now, is about there will be a massive change here, a massive change. The old has to make way for the new. So open doors. One door will close, another one opens. A new beginning is certain here. It's going through a complete change of transformation of self, internal, external, people, places, and things. Shit is getting changed up quicker than Granny's undies, you know what I'm saying? Taurus is on it this month. 2 4s on the ground here for health. The 4 of Swords reversed with the 4 of Pentacles reversed. activity, movement forward, but we must have a state of repose, replenishment first. With that Four of Pentacles reverse is cleaving hold of money, blocking your heart chakra too. Maybe not wanting to be hurt, but we are really holding on to our possessions tightly. When it's inverted, though, there is also that additional of having some delays and obstacles. Unless you accept new ideas and new methods to doing things, losses will continue to come. No matter how hard you try to cleave hold of your money or try to keep it attained, it's just going to piss away like sand through your fingers, like sand through the hourglass. It will just not be attainable, not be solid. Advice from Spirit, we have that Ace of Pentacles reversed with the Eight of Cups. So Taurus, we must come to the realization that Spirit is saying that some things are not good for us. Some things can turn us greedy. Some things can turn us cold. Some things we must walk away from, therefore. You've reached a turning point here. This may lead to disappointment and loss of friendship and or connections. But at the end of the day, it's for your own good. You can see that something is not working, not making you happy. And I think that's where the Hermit comes in at the bottom of this deck. It is the advice from Spirit that is ringing in my ears at the moment. That if it ain't working, sometimes you got to walk away. Now, I know that's hard to say. I do say that with a heavy heart. But I also say it with light in my speech. Because I say that because when it's not good, it's terrible. But when it's great, it's great. Now, if we can separate ourselves from some of the things that aren't great, we can be masterful. And that's what I'm seeing for Taurus this month. It's a transformation of what was to become what is to be what's needed. The bull's getting wings, baby. Golden Red Bull. Let's get your angel for the month now and find out the additional meaning that comes with that. What angel can assist my dear Tauruses for the month of June 2021? Okay. And we have one come straight out the gate. Number 16, the Angel of Romance. Number 16, the Angel of Romance. Let me get the book meaning for you, my dolls. Number 16, the Angel of Romance. Let me just get a sip of my coffee and I'll read as follows. Okay, here we go, guys. You have received this card because your Angel of Romance has heard your pleas for help and guidance. Romance can come in many different forms if you have been asking for an Angel of Romance to assist you with finding a future partner and soulmate. You have received this card as a confirmation that you are on the right path and your prayers are being answered by your angel. Pay attention to the signs that your Angel of Romance sends your way. You may wish to make a list of the type of partner you would like to manifest in your life. Your list should be as specific and realistic as possible. So here are some examples. Kind, loving, faithful, romantic, honest, family-orientated, hard-working, financially independent, energetic, wonderful personality, lots of fun and spiritually minded. After making your list, it is important to only think positive thoughts about your future partner and surrender your request to the Angel of Romance. The more energy you put into manifesting your future partner, the sooner he or she will enter your life. Please be mindful not to sabotage the assistance of your angel by doubting that he can bring someone into your life. As affirmation that your partner is on the way, you will soon be given signals and signs in the form of hearts. So pay attention, because this could be a symbol that could be anywhere. It could be appearing in the clouds, in nature, in your coffee, or simply as a gift. So look for hearts in the month of June. Taurus, when you do see hearts, that is a sign that your Angel of Romance is here guiding you, trying to point out a very obvious fact. Now, affirmation for this is as follows. I trust and believe in the guidance and assistance that my Angel of Romance is giving me to bring back the romance in my life. So, Taurus, again, as I was saying, number 16, your Angel of Romance is your angel for the month of June, as well as we need to be looking for hearts and any signs from Spirit that could be pointing you in the right direction of your future lover. Okay? So, and as you can see here, there are hearts in the sky and the clouds. So keep your eye out, because it could be very subtle. Okay, Taurus, thank you so much for joining me. Red Skis Righteous Readings, Raw and Righteous. I thank you. Please like, share, and subscribe if you've not done so already. And I'll see you on the next round of Red Skis Righteous Readings, Raw and Righteous.